Hey YouTube, it's Boots here. I had a bunch of updates that I was gonna upload, and whenever I was sitting over here and I was like, okay, well, I'll do those uploads now, even though they were crappy. I was gonna redo them, and I was like, never mind, no, I'm not gonna bother with it. So I was like, never mind, I'll just upload them the way they are. And it turns out they're on my computer at my dad's house, and right now I'm not over there, so I'm probably just gonna make some more sometime soon, since they were bad anyway. Now I just kind of have to. But right now, since I just woke up, I'm sorry, but I slept with the dreads that I wanted to do down, because today, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is black embroidery thread. It's not the greatest, but I made a solid wrap, so today I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to do a solid wrap. Like, I don't know, there's actually some gaps in it, but really, I mean, I don't mind. I wasn't expecting it to be perfect anyway, because I was just kind of winging it. So I have this other dread, and I've started this white one, and all I did is I have a really long piece of string, okay, because on the black one I actually had to tie on more to make it longer, because the wrap wasn't as long as I wanted. So like I have like a really long piece of string, and what I did was I put one end of the string through the roots, this shorter end right here, and I wrapped it around a couple of times lower than what I was going to start the wrap itself. So like on this one, the wrap starts up here, but the part that went through and I wrapped around is probably about here. Just, I figured that might add some extra security. I'm not sure why, but you know, to each their own. And if this thing falls down while I'm taping, I apologize. Oh, just like that. Hold on 1 second to fix this. It's probably the most ghetto typing system ever, but it's a good way to get it face level. So what I did, anyway, I pulled the short end through and wrapped it around a couple of times. And I'm just going to keep this short end on my dread, because that's what I'm going to use to help tie it off with at the end. And then I took, curly cues, I took this, the long end, and I just started wrapping it around really close to itself. You know, like this. Trying not to leave too many gaps and stuff, especially with this white, because it's a lighter color and it'll show up a lot more. And kind of just trying to keep it to where the end doesn't get tangled up on top or below the dread as I'm pulling it around. I don't even know if I'm in the frame. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. I'll wiggle around a bit as I do this. And as you're doing this, it's important, like, I can see this top part and it looks pretty good, but you want to check the back too, so just roll your dread around, take a good look at it, and make sure that you're getting it where you want it. It does take a little bit of time, and by a little bit, that's kind of it takes a while. Like, I think the other one took me 30 minutes to an hour. I really hope that's a test tornado siren, and well, it is Monday. I just haven't heard it in forever, I guess. So I guess you know what, I'll do a dread update as I do this wrap. How about that? My dreads are over 5 months now. They were 5 months on January 17th. It is, I don't even know what day it is. I know Friday is February 1st. That's all I got though. And that one is really messed up. They're 5 months now. I haven't done any maintenance on them lately, but I'm starting to do some more maintenance again here recently, because I left them for a while and I was like, I'm just gonna leave them, but they're getting really, really, really loose all over the place, and it's actually causing problems for me to do stuff with them. So some of these ones that I have down, I'm wrapping them, but that's because I've already crocheted them. Oh, I don't know if you noticed or not, my ends, I like half blunted them, but I don't want my ends blunted. Like, I like the way they look after I've done that and then washed them, and the ends have come out some to where they're not entirely loose, but they're definitely not blunted. I don't really want blunted ends, especially not on my large ones. Like, small ones with blunted ends I like, but the large ones, they just look kind of funny to me. I don't know why. Plus, if you have loose ends, it helps the water run out of your dreads better. It's kind of like a paintbrush. So they're 5 months. The thing that I had with lice, which I will also upload because I have yet to upload that either. I'm so sorry, YouTube. I was using half rubbing alcohol, half distilled white vinegar, and soaking my dreads and leaving it wrapped for, I don't know, until I decreed it so to take it out. And I was doing that every 3 days because I was reading about, you know, knit cycles and stuff like that. So I was trying to keep on top of it. But if you're going to do that, I would not recommend doing it that often, and maybe dilute it a lot more than I did, because I didn't realize until later, but I had either chemical burns or really dried out spots on the backs of my ears and along my hairline and everything. They didn't hurt, which, you know, that's fine, but it was just weird to find a sore on the back of my ear, you know. I was like, whoa, something is not right there. See, I have that gap there. You can try to resituate the strands as you need to, but sometimes they don't always cooperate. But that's alright, I guess. I'll leave it there. I'm not going to unwrap all the way up there to get it. And the way that I'm doing the back is I'm just kind of trying to feel that I'm setting it up against the rest of the thread. You can feel the difference between the thread and your dread. I'm Dr. Seuss now. And really what I'm going to do with these is do inverted colors over the top for just like the loose crisscrossing wrap. So after I finish this wrap, I'll do a tutorial on that one. Oh, right, and dread update. Okay, I'm pretty sure in the first place I didn't have lice, but it was good to take precautionary measures. I used, okay, here's my problem. I went online, you know, of course, to try to get help for my dreads because I live in Arkansas and white people with dreads is not really that common, though, ironically enough. I've seen more Caucasian people with dreads than African American people with dreads. But anyway, and my mother's about to walk past. Yes.
How long was that going to take you?
Not that much longer.
Okay.
What do you need?
I was wanting to know if you could help me with the clothes in the drawer, because I can't really shape my shirts too well. Try to get them on the hanger so I get the wrinkles out of them.
Yeah, did you just finish fluffing them?
Like, fuck yeah, they're fluffing right now.
Oh, they're, okay. Alright, yeah, I should be done to help you. Okay. Sorry. Oh, what was I saying? Okay, so I went online to talk to some people about, you know, getting help from my lice. And the only two sites that I really kept going back to were, ironically, Dreadhead HQ and Dreadlock site forums. And
pork chops for dinner tonight with cheesy potatoes and garlic bread.
Okay.
So funny.
I'm recording. What? Now everyone knows what I'm eating for dinner.
That's what you're eating for dinner?
Apparently. Now everyone knows what I'm eating for dinner.
Was I not supposed to say that or something?
No, that's fine. Just.
Did you have that for dinner last night?
No, I'm just recording. so be like, pork chops for dinner.
Okay.
So now you guys know what I'm having for dinner. Anyway, I was using those two sites, and the first one that I came across that was helpful was Dreadhead HQ, because it had about 4 different remedies for lice listed. And so then I tried the Dreadlock site, and okay, here's the thing. I posted everything about my dreadlocks on there. I was like, okay, I've had my dreadlocks for, you know, 4.5 months, 4 months, whatever. I crochet hook them occasionally, so I think the white that my mom was seeing maybe might have just been, you know, split ends from the crochet hooking and blah, blah, blah. Most of the people that responded they were not helpful at all. There was no point in them responding to my forum, because if you go on there, do not mention anything about any kind of unnatural methods of maintenance to your dreadlocks, because the only responses that I got were, you don't need to crochet hook your dreads. You need to put that crochet hook down because it's bad for your dreads. And Soaring Eagle, although, I mean, I will give him credit, he has had dreads for a long time, obviously, and he knows a lot about natural dreadlocks.
Sorry, didn't mean for you to record, but you were having for dinner.
It's fine. He, I don't know, he just is... First of all, I can't read anything that he types because he uses so much, like, chat speak. Not even chat speak, just chat speak and typos. It's like he doesn't even read the stuff before he... I'm sorry, he just kind of annoys me. It's like he doesn't even read what he's posting before he posts it, or if he does, he doesn't care to make sure that it's intelligible, because, oh wow, that was getting bad. Because half the shit I had to reread just to understand what he was saying. I was just like, okay. And the stuff that he was telling me was no help either, and some of it was contradictory. He was like, he told me a story about not having lice first, and then turned around and told me about a problem that he had with lice. And, you know, it would have been really helpful to hear about the problem with lice first, because I don't care about the injustices that his doctors did to him because he just had dandruff and not lice. I mean, yeah, that sucks, but my forum was there to get help, not to hear you rant about having natural dreadlocks and, you know, things like that. Someone commented, loose hairs are supposed to be there. Topiary dreads are, now this is just turning into a rant, not an update, but it's an update about what I went through while having, anyway. And he was like, topiary dreads are a fairly new invention. You know, they're supposed to have the loose hairs, just let them do what it wants. They protect your scalp. Okay, first of all, they're not a new invention, and I understand that people that are of African American descent have different skin and things like that, so it doesn't matter, but my scalp is not going to get sunburned from this. Like, not any more than it would having it in a ponytail. Having it down, it wouldn't any more than me having a part, because of, like, there's loose hairs, but I'm just trying to get, you know, all this stuff. All this is fine because it's not going to stay in there. I'll get it whenever it gets longer, or if it gets longer. But anyway, and dreads, okay, dreadlocks I understand. I feel personally connected to my dreadlocks too, and I understand the whole natural thing, you know, it's spiritual and everything, you know, that's fine. I get it. But dreadlocks are a hairstyle. Just like straightening your hair is a hairstyle. Having braids is a hairstyle. Drying your hair, curling your hair, all of that crap, it's not good for your hair either. But people still do it anyway because that's the way they want it to look. If someone chooses to have a nice, clean-looking hairstyle, that's not a problem. Like, it's... I got this because I wanted it to be a style. So I could style it, and so it could be my hairstyle. Not so, I don't know, I could become Rastafarian or something and, you know, be in touch with my inner hippie. Like, not that I mind hippies either, you know, hippies are cool. Whatever, hipsters. According to that commercial, we're not allowed to say hippies anymore. Anyway, just, it's a hairstyle, and people can do what they want with their hair. I mean, if it's not like you walk up to someone on the street and it's like, oh girl, did you flat iron your hair? You don't need to do that. That's terrible for your hair. You see someone, you're like, oh, okay, their hair's straight. Like, you may think, oh, you know, their hair looks kind of fried or something. And maybe that's what dreadlock people think about people that have crocheted dreads. But I don't know. Like, putting synthetic dreads and stuff in and everything is also a hairstyle. Like, just... If they're supposed to be so helpful, they just need to be more accepting of other people's methods, I think, because I only got like 2 helpful answers about that lice thing the entire time, and it was really frustrating because I was really upset about possibly having lice in my dreads, and the only thing anybody had to say was, basically, we don't like your dreads because they've been crochet hooked, and, like, we're not helpful. So, it's supposed to be the help save my dreads section, and nobody helped me save my dreads. Because, I don't know, maybe they didn't think they were worth saving. I'm trying to think. I've had a lot more dandruff lately, but I have been washing a lot less frequently. My hair, at least. I made some dangles and stuff. I'll make a video over the accessories and everything that I have and that I've made, other than wraps, obviously, because I'm doing that one right now. And once I get done with this and help Mom fold clothes, I'll do one over the crisscross wraps that I'm gonna do afterwards. And if I come up with anything else, because I couldn't find a tutorial for this anywhere, so I'm just kind of winging it. If I find anything else, I'll let you know. If I discover any kind of new wrap methods or stuff you can do with your hair. Okay, I've got this about where I want it, so I'm going to show you how I finish this off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some slack and make like a loop. Well, not like a loop. I'm going to pull it around like I would normally, you know, just wrap it around, but instead it's going to have a lot of slack in it. And what I'm going to do is, okay, so it's wrapping around like normal, it just has a really big loop. And then what I'm going to do is put the string on this side, reach through the loop, grab the string, and pull it through. I'm going to do that once, and you just pull it tight, and I'm going to do it one more time. Oh wait, no, not like that. It's a little difficult to do by yourself. I would really recommend getting a friend to help you. I think I got that right. Maybe not. No. Yep. No. No, I didn't. Okay. Through this way. Sorry, I'm sure all those strings all those strings probably look really confusing. If I make some candy tutorials, it'll be kind of the same knot that I use for example, a peyote stitch cuff. So maybe I'll just do like a knot making tutorial or something. Okay, so here's my second one. So now it's kind of like a double knot. And then here's where this loose one comes in. Just for extra security, I'm going to tie a knot with these two strings, wrap it around the back. Well, actually a double knot. I'm going to tie a knot with these two strings, wrap it around their back, and tie another double knot. Which will probably be a lot more visible with this white than the black, but really, I don't mind. Obviously, I don't mind. I have dreadlocks. Actually, I'm going to tie one no, I'm going to go ahead and tie two. I was going to tie one there and then two in the back, but... And I think I hear Mom trying to fold those clothes. Okay. I'm hurrying. Oh, I would like to use this as an opportunity to product bump the Indigo Wild Zum products, because I freaking love them, especially the mists for my hair. I went on their website and ordered their free catalog, which is really cool, and it's free. It's seriously free, and email updates on offers are free. And they have a lot of products that I didn't know they had, because I had only ever seen it at the Whole Foods here in Arkansas, and they have a lot more than I thought, and all of them sound like they would smell so good. So I just would like to bump that indigowild.com or Google Zum, Z-U-M, Zum, I'm not sure which one, and look at that stuff, because they have some really, really nice scents. And I didn't bring scissors, but now that I'm done with it, I'm just gonna cut the little ends off here. It should be secure enough with like 6 knots at the bottom. And this black one, is a lot stiffer than the white one, because I was actually compressing some of my dread with it, because I put two together and it was really flat and wide. So I was compressing that one, and then this one is not nearly as tight, but it's still pretty tight. I'm going to assume that these will move around as I wear them, so it will probably have more or less gaps in some spots of it than other ones will. It's also really close to my dread, and I don't know really how that will affect it growing, but I'm kind of also using these wraps as a gauge to see how much my hair grows. So I'll also be putting in some other wraps somewhere, but probably not very many, because I'm still waiting for a callback for a job, so I'm not going to go crazy with the colors or anything. But anyway, after I help Mom, I will be doing the crisscross on both of these, and I will do a tutorial over that whenever I get to it. So peace out, YouTube. Sorry it's so long. I'll talk to you later.